Ashley Unravels is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, Crochet and Chill 104/365.
Good evening, one and all, and welcome to tonight's stream. We're getting started a little bit late tonight because life is life in today. But I hope everyone is having a good evening. The road is still on this autumn red color. We're probably going to be on there for quite some time, like I said in the past. And tonight's topic that we could go ahead and discuss is about the whole caffeine epidemic, potentially. I don't know. Or I might just chill and listen to music and crochet. Apparently, at work, I may be teaching a class, so fun. We'll see how that goes. So for now, I'm just going to be quiet and work to make sure that we get this finished in a timely manner. Good evening, Lady Patrick Quinn. How are you doing tonight? Sorry for being a little late. I had to shove some chips down because I was not feeling the greatest. But I'm okay now. Just a lot of movement for the day. Oh. I may need to ask for adjustment over dry needling on Friday, but we'll find out. We'll see. Okay. And tonight's best game that will be happening is the where is the skein of yarn that this is attached to, because it is now tangled. Yeah. Oh. Well, I found the skein tonight, so that's good.
I finally got myself to go outside today and started doing some yard work.
Yay! Oh, you are probably incredibly sore, but yay, you got outside. Woohoo! Yay for the great outdoors. Okay. There's Carmen San Diego, but I'm playing where in the world is the yarn going currently? Because what? I have an end and an end. But I also have a third end. What? What sort of witchcraft is this? Not the fun kind. There we go. Okay, we're setting the hook to the side for a minute. And there goes the mouse. It just jumped right off the table. Okay, the green has been banished to the corner for now. Goodbye. The red is looking a little slim. That's fine. You can look slim as long as I can find all of it. I need to pick up my area when I'm less stressed. Not that I'm stressed, just I can tell. Okay, this is the end that we started at last night, so I'm gonna just roll this up. Big fruit roll up. Were you able to find the bones that you were looking for? Or is that a different section of the artwork? Okay. And we're back to something that is manageable, potentially. Nope. There.
Not yet, that's in a different spot. Gotta start by just clearing things out so you can get through.
Makes sense. Just picking that up because I don't want the mouse to be all over the place. Next thing you know, it'll be at Albuquerque with Bugs Bunny and Wild E. Coyote. That's fine. I know that I was closing that dock. Thank you. Oh, and also, my keyboard decided to die on me, so I now had to try to find the batteries. What's going on with this? That's just a notification.
My wagon got left down with yard waste in it, so when I went out there it was full of water and everything was rotting. Smelled lovely. Had to dump that and clean my wagon before doing any actual work. Just to make sure, when you're saying it smelled lovely, are you being sarcastic? Because I remember you mentioning that you wanted to go into taxidermy, so I don't want to. Yes, that's sarcasm.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, ew. I've done something similar with a wheelbarrow, and I've done. Because they say it makes great fertilizer, but the issue.
Like a swamp.
They say it makes good fertilizer, though. It's just hard to maintain and hard to lift. So yeah, leave the swamp to the swamp. I don't know if I've ever. I don't think I've ever been to a swamp, but I can imagine the vile smell. Ugh. And the other thing is too the mosquitoes that it breeds and the larvae. No bueno. No bueno. Mm-mm. And I don't know Spanish like that. I just picked that up because one of my coworker today has been deciding to say a whole bunch of stuff in Spanish. Like she said hasta luego, or hasta, she said hasta something. I'm like, huh? Okay. But at least you're able to get outside and be in the great outdoors. I'll be doing that on Friday, hopefully. I need to move all my containers to the area that they need to be in. And I need to bring out my fig tree. That poor thing's been sitting in the garage, speaking of swelling like a swamp. But it did have a fig on it, so I can't say that I neglected it too badly throughout winter. It needs a good fertilizing though, like a really good, nice feeding. And I think I'm gonna upgrade its pot because right now it's in a. It's probably going to be root bound very soon, so I need to find a new container for it that I can roll in and out. Because it's Chicago Hardy Fig, so it should do well as it is in this area. But even the grocery store that has like 100-year-old fig tree doesn't leave their fig tree outside all year round. They bring it in and they take it out for a month or two and then they put it back. So I'm trying to model their method to see if it helps or hinders. It seems to be helping. The pawpaw trees are doing okay. Well, the one is.
Wild Nackley appears Twitch lit catch it using Hope Catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
The other pawpaw may be dead. But I need to move that tree too because it's too close to the house and those things have deep tap roots that will go after pipes. And we don't want that. But I shall not get any pawpaws this year. Maybe in 4 years I'll get some pawpaws. And I need to go through all my seed catalog to figure out what I'm going to plant and where. As well as figure out the irrigation system. Fun, fun. Honestly, my irrigation system is 99.9% sure it's going to just be multiple sprinklers connected together, going back and forth. Because mama ain't got time to try to build stuff.
Nackley escaped. No one caught it. John asked 5 rid.
Be free, Naxley. Pokemon Go is interesting today. There are a lot of cast forms, I guess, for Earth Day. But I only keep getting the regular ones and the rain ones. I kind of want a sun one. I thought it had 4 forms in total. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've played that version of Pokemon anyways. I have one more day. I start Pilates again this weekend. Do, do, do. Slip stitch 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think. How do you do this with a knife grip? My brain does not function with that way at all. Oh. How do you crochet, Lady Patch Quinn? Do you do it with the knife grip or with the pencil grip? I know I just slowed myself down, but I'm just trying to mentally figure this out real fast.
Knife.
Okay. I don't. I feel like this is not natural. Because it's not for me, but. Oh gosh, this is taking so long. But I did get it twice for a double crochet. Oh gosh. Okay. I never tried left-handed. I'm going to attempt here for a second. I'm just a dominant right hand person though. My brain no go. No. Oh, jeez. And I'm also going to ask this question too. Are you a lefty or a righty when you crochet? Whew.
I'm pretty ambidextrous, but I've never tried to crochet left-handed.
You're seeing me attempt that right now live. And I still feel like my right hand is actually the dominant hand. Because I'm like, I'm currently struggling. I just don't. I'll have to watch some videos on how to do that. My brain doesn't. The knifing I could understand, or the pencil I could get. The knifing, the left hand, not so much. Ooh, I don't know, you heard me earlier, but I may be teaching some people how to crochet here in the probably in October. That's when I pitched it, October or November. So I'm like, crap, I kind of should know, like, you know how to do it the way that you were taught / the way that you do it, but to actually show someone else, and then there's all these other ailments or other things that could come up. Yeah, I gotta do the knife grip. I guess I'm just an aggressive personality. I'm ready to stab people. Not that you can't stab someone with a pencil, but it's highly discouraged to stab people in general. Please, no stabbing. Right? Don't, don't bleed.
I have multiple hobbies that revolve around stabbing.
Fair. As long as there's no self-harm involved. We know no self-harm.
I mean, my fingers might beg to differ, lol.
Oh, that's why I'm scared of felting. I'm scared I'm going to be just like not thinking all of a sudden with the landscaping tongues I have just be, and then all of a sudden it's just,
Two needle felting, lol.
yeah, I feel like that comes with the territory unless you're wearing chainmail while you do it. Not saying that you can't. Or any kind of sewing. I told my chiropractor that's the reason why the dry needling doesn't really feel bad. Is because I'm accustomed to as a kid. It's like, come here, let me adjust this piece on you. So I was accustomed to getting stabbed with those little
I've never hurt myself
pins.
really bad. I've hurt myself way worse crocheting than needle felting or embroidering.
Fair. Because hopefully you see where the needle is going. Versus crocheting, it's a repetitive motion for hours on end. I might actually take a break when this session 1 is over with.
I have leather finger guards to wear for needle felting.
Smart. I kind of do want to needle felt something. But knowing me, I'm going to go off the deep end. Just like carpet tufting. I have a tufting gun in the basement. How often have I used it? I've only made 1 rug. Well, technically 2. I need to redo my frame. That's part of it. But I hand made my frame with some 2x4s and everything. And could I have just done the latch hook one? Of course, but it's not the one that I chose to try? No. Because, of course, I want to choose the mechanical thing that's really cool looking over the, okay, let's prick it through. If I had the choice, if I had the opportunity. And now I'm seeing all these rug tufting. I had to quit saying the second word, or else TikTok's not going to like me.
Wild squawkabilly, green plumage, appears demon 8 event spawn catch it using, hope catch, winner.
Is that the little cheerleader bird? I'm going to look up what a squawkabilly is here. Hang on. I think it's the little cheerleader bird. But all the ones that I normally see are green or yellow. Squawk Billy. That is not what I thought it was. That's actually pretty cool looking. I thought, so what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the one that has pom-poms. You cannot tell me that this does not give off. I'm going to have to change the size. Hang on. Open. A new tab. You cannot tell me that this does not look like this generation's Squirtle Squad. Like, look at them. Look at them. So apparently there's blue, green, yellow, and silver.
Squawkabilly, green plumage, escaped. No one caught it.
Now, what was I thinking of? Pokemon. I love how I said my keyboard is dead. Pokemon bird with pom-poms. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. I guess they only have 1 color. Do they only have 1 color, or are they in silver? Oh, that... Really, Pokemon? Really? This is what I thought it was. I was thinking, oh, they probably have different I was assuming that this one had different colors of pom-poms to it. Like it might have some green ones, some red ones, some blue ones because it looks like a little cheerleader bird. But that's what I get for assuming. I do have a little bit of a gripe though. If the difference between, and this is truly because it's off of Reddit, so we'll take that with a grain of salt. I know. Thank you. If that form right there is truly it, where it's like, oh, the shiny version is just white, I'm so disappointed, Pokemon. Just saying. I remember when we used to actually get shiny Pokemon that weren't just color variants of the same color. Okay, and that's the end of my poke soapbox today. A Pokebox. As I try to readjust the stream. Back to the music. Okay, bets up, everybody. This is how much yarn I currently have left of the autumn red. Will I make it to the end of this row? Which is still, we got quite a bit left. Or am I going to have to go and get another skein of yarn? Which I do have backups because something told me I was running out of this color pretty quickly. Another game of yarn, chicken. At least I'm not locking my jaw tonight. No time to stop. We gotta keep persevering. We must keep moving forward. Oh, did you compression sleeve for your arm help with your yard work stuff? Or did you not wear it out today? I just want to get a whole compression suit one day. And see how that feels. I don't know if my leg is falling asleep or if I'm pinching a nerve and I just can't feel it anymore. We'll find out.
I have sleeves and gloves from Farmer's Defense, but I think I could wear the compression sleeve under those sleeves if needed. I didn't wear any sleeves today and got a bit too much sun. Whoops.
You've had your dose of vitamins for the month. So then you can go ahead and cover up. To be fair, I'm just now starting to get better with sunscreen for myself because I know the sun has no discrimination on what it's going to do to your skin. But I definitely am the person that when I was younger, I came home several shades darker than what I was supposed to be. Not burnt, just several shades darker. Which I would say you should look at my dad as a comparison because he is a dark skinned
Yeah,
person.
it's so bad with sunscreen. I hate the feeling of it and only use the Whaleless Mist ones.
I just now found that it comes in a balm, like in a tube, and that's helped with some of the sensory issue because I think my issue was the feeling of it on my fingers, not once it was applied. And I also have a mist too. And we're not going to talk about the cast that it leaves behind. And also the fact that you're supposed to apply it every 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I got it on this morning. Did I sit there at work and apply it every 2 hours? No. I probably should have, but I didn't. I'm trying to be better. It's a bad habit to have to break. I am about to lose the yarn chicken. I'm looking at it. I'm just watching it go down. I just know I don't have enough.
The amount of money I'd spend on sunscreen if I reapplied every 2 hours is astronomical.
Right? Well, how thick is the layer technically supposed to be? Because everything said put it on 15 minutes before you go outside. It's like, excuse me, do you not understand that people have impulses and I decide to go outside on a whim? Like sometimes I don't decide I'm going to go outside until 5 minutes before I leave. Really? And then the second half is every 2 hours reapplying. It said though like you're sweating, which I sweat a lot. I know I do. Which is probably why I'm still trying to recover today from walking outside yesterday, because I walked a mile at
Only
0.77.
sunscreen on at the beach.
Yep. Like, come here, everybody. I'm still trying to decide. I need to look at the Karen Simply Soft color range. Karen. Because we're going to hit in the 80 average here pretty soon. And I don't know if I want to just keep using the same red.
I don't trust people to do my back. They never get everything and I end up with bad burns.
The easiest way to not have to worry about trusting people is just to cover up your back. And I believe you. They don't understand how important that is. Like, oh, it's okay, I'll just put on a little. It's like, no, slather it. Okay, there's a plum wine color that I might be able to add. That's expensive. They have neon pink. Okay, I guess I could go into burgundy as another color. Because that to me is a reddish color. It's like a reddish purple. Oh, never mind. I can't do it because it's not sold in stores. They're out of stock for shipping and they don't do delivery of it. So that was decided for me. I guess I
I
would
tried
just
to
stick
dip my
with it.
back once and I ended up so burnt I was like, did you even put any on? Like you know how an aerosol can works, correct? It shouldn't be this hard.
I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why they are your ex. So they basically graffitied your back. As in, just shook the can and shh, versus letting it keep spray. I'm so sorry that happened. I know that was painful. My roommates in the band camp dorm rooms, yeah. One, she burned and she'd be okay a couple of days afterwards. The other one, no. No. She burned and she burned. And the other thing is chub rub in the summer that I'm not looking forward to. I don't care what people say. Put Vaseline. The only thing that you can do to prevent that stuff is straight up wear long pants all year round. Because shorts ride up and it's not worth it. I had to deal with that the other day too. Because I decided to wear shorts underneath my dress and they were loose shorts versus compression shorts. You learn some, but you'll lose a lot. And here's the thing, I am going to have to go and get another skein of this yarn, but I know tomorrow it will probably be autumn red again. So once I'm finished with this skein, I'm just going to be finished for the night with this. Because by the time I walk out to the other room that has the yarn and walk back.
Was a real problem in the sense that he was just completely emotionless and apathetic, not the type of person you can rely on or trust in an emergency. I almost died one time with him and he refused to do anything to help me.
Oh my gosh.
Demon 8 event spawn a wild prime Eve appears. Demon 8 event spawn catch it using Hope catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Yeah, nope. He's in the past and we move forward. Because there are people that treat us better than that. They'll find who they need to be with.
I haven't found any, but supposedly they're out there.
I found one, but yeah. Let's just say growing up in Ohio, there are people in the closet. The only guy I ever dated was in middle school, and turned out he was gay. Which, that's okay, because later on, I figured out I was ace, probably, and aromantic, so that worked out. Don't gotta worry about that sort of stuff. But I'm aromantic, but almost on the demi spectrum, where it's like, I will find someone eventually that matches me. But I'm not trying to find it right now. I'm just trying to survive and figure out what's next.
Prime Eve escaped. No one caught it. John asked 5 rigged.
We know it's rigged.
Spectrum. I'm Demi.
Mm-hmm. But I definitely have seen people in loving, caring relationships that's like, okay. Like, they get on each other's nerves, but they do care. Both partners exist together well and they help each other. They're beneficial. It's not, oh, well, one does this, one does that. I think that we're moving more towards the partnerships of the world than back in like the 50s and 90s. Well, I'll say 80s and 90s is more of like, well, the man does this, the woman does that. Now people are starting to explore and figure stuff out a little bit better. And yeah, that's the end of the blanket because I lost yarn chicken by about, yeah, I lost it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about 7 baubles. But that's okay. There's tomorrow. I actually did get to crochet a little bit today at work.
Most of my relationships have been abusive and I've pretty much just given up at this point.
And that's valid. Protect your peace. Because no one else will the way that you will. Trying to see if there's anything else I needed to do. I know I got a lot of stuff I need to do for my small business, but I am just not got the mindset for that. I'm going to have to work on stuff Saturday. It's send out this invoice on Saturday too. I got 2 invoices and I have another web design that I'm onboarding, and then I think I'm at my threshold for now. Like 2 websites redesign. I know I need to do some marketing stuff, but that's going to have to come at a later time. I know I started a little late, but I think I'm going.
I'm going to the big parade in Lexington with my aunt.
Ooh. Well, have fun with your auntie, with your aunt. I don't know if that's how you say it for you or not because the accent is British, so I know I have one aunt, I said my aunt. The other one I say auntie, auntie. It just depends on the person. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream on TikTok. We'll also go ahead and end it on YouTube.
I saw Aunt Fonta, not Aunt.
Okay, you say aunt, auntie, not aunt. Got it. Okay. And then we have a whole entire pretzel chain called Annie Ann's. Or Aunt. Some people say Auntie Ann's. I'm like, that's Annie Ann's pretzels. But I also blame that on the fact that you say Auntie Anna's. But here's the thing. The Midwestern A is different than all the A's. So that's a part of the reason why too. I think it took... My roommates kept saying in college, Canadia. I'm like, woman, it is not called Canadia. She's like, well, quit saying that you're going to go and wash the dishes. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm washing the dishes. She's like, you're adding an R to the word. It took until I was 20... Yeah, 19 or 20 to say the word washer correctly and not washer. But I'm letting the dishwasher, so it didn't really make a difference. There's another thing that we draw out on our A's on. I can't remember the word. Linguistics is fun. I call it a burner, not an I, even though I think I'm supposed to call it an I based on my region, but doesn't matter. My parents were in the military, so they moved around a lot. I get all the accents. I was not in the military. Their parents were in the military, so they moved around a lot as kids. I did not. Oh, Hirschner's has Karen Simply Soft. and it's still just as expensive. Well, it's 11 o'clock on the dot. So I want to thank you for tuning in. And of course, always stay crafty. Bye bye.
Have a good night.